Staff at Rogers Stadium here have another chance to get it right. Last Sunday's show by Stray Kids left a lot of the fans in attendance with a bad taste in their mouth. Some of the concerns that were voiced there were, first off, just long lines at security. Once you pass security, people said that it was a long walk from the front gate to the actual stadium itself in the intense heat and sunlight. They had a difficult time finding water. The water bottle refill stations were warm. And then at the end of the night, it took people some 2 hours in many cases to get out of the stadium and onto transit. Now, officials say that they think they've got the right formula this time around. They think they can fix many of the issues that we're seeing. But regardless, it left a lot of people thinking that perhaps their first show at Rogers Stadium might be the last show they attend.
There's no signage on the roads, no signage for the accessible parking either. We drove around for almost 30 minutes.
People were already starting to push and shove us. I have 3 little ones, and one of them is special needs.
It was hot. We just wanted our seats. Things had gone wrong from the get-go. The whole ground inside the venue is gravel and wood chips. I had a walker, girls with wheelchairs. The 10-year-old had like that one-legged scooter, and she was just struggling every step she took because she just was tripping over everything.
We also heard from local area residents who had noise concerns. When the stadium was first announced in a news conference last September, we spoke to some local residents who told us that there was no consultation with them whatsoever. And these are people who've lived in houses in the area just behind the stadium for decades at this point. They said the stadium was just announced, and the first that they had heard of it was at that actual news conference. There was no consultation with them, and they certainly heard that Stray Kids concert last Sunday. It'll be interesting to see if perhaps some of their volume concerns are alleviated after tonight's concert, the first of 4 Coldplay concerts this week here. Live Nation emailed CBC News Toronto late yesterday. They say they are implementing some solutions right away. Some of the things that they put in that email directly: reconfiguring venue exit routes, tripling the number of water stations, more transit after shows. That was one concern, as they were directing everyone to Downsview Park subway station. But there are actually 3 subway stations that you can access from this venue. So they say they'll do a better job of spreading out the access to the subway and quicker service for fans with accessibility needs.